It's automatic, representing that third letter. All my niggas got shirt wetters, make it rain in the dryest weather. We shoot to kill, wipe off the bullets, hop in the field. Got a wedding mask so you don't reveal, and you got your gloves so you know it's real. Or kill the witness, hard to catch him when you test the fitness. Followed by that Lord forgiveness, nothing personal, I'm trying to be the richest. Got extended clips, don't really need them, we never miss. For the long range, got scope shit, and if that don't get you, got the pistol grip. I'll wait for you, somebody better pray for you. Fuck around and get it great.
What's good with it? What's good with it? Y'all already know what it is, man. Be on the lookout. It's the Sunday cookout. Y'all know what it is, man. If you want some whack shit, you getting took out. Just like that, man. Feel me? What's on today's menu, man? We got the bro in the building, man. The co-host. Y'all already know, man. Shout yourself out, bro.
Yeah, man. PWGME, you already know what's up. Free but not free. We got my bro, you know what I'm saying, been locked up 2 decades plus. Mardi Gras, aka G-Stud GME. I'll be fucking with his page over on IG. You see it, Global Mafia G-Stud. You know what I'm saying? That's the bro. Salute him. Nigga holding it down. About to be free in a minute. That's free G-Stud. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're getting all the politics, all the topics, all that shit. It's the cookout, man. When you said it's ready, man.
Hey, just like that, man. Just like that. Hey, so you know what I'm saying? Special guest, go ahead and shut yourself out before we get into the menu, before we get into the cookout. Let these people know, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure. The one and only, man, Jace, the man of GME, you know what I'm saying? Been down for, like bro said, you know what I'm saying, over a couple decades. You know what I'm saying? God willing, very shortly, you know what I'm saying, I'll soon be returning. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it go. But yeah, Jace to here, man, live and direct, man.
Just like that, man. You feel me? You appreciate you taking out your time, bro. That's something you don't get back. So thank you for rocking out with us, man. Just like that.
Indeed.
I'm sending this shit to everybody. Let's rock. At the end of the day, I'm sending shit right here too. Look, we got 2 niggas with the Poop Shiesty mask on. You feel me? I'm the only nigga. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Representing this good journalist. You see this shit. We got the gear. We got the merch. This is my nigga shit. You feel me? Right here, man. We got the globe in the background. It's the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Every week we gonna do this. Y'all might know exactly we're gonna be on. We're gonna always choose happiness first. You feel me? Drink from the mug of happiness. That's what we do, man. You feel me? We got
time. You feel me?
We got suggestions. We got all that. You feel me?
Hey, it's a celebration across the nation. Y'all already know. Keep it right here. Don't change the station, man. You feel me? So, hey, we can go jump straight into it, man. You feel me? First thing on the menu. Hey, you know, you want to run it? You want to run it, co-host? You know what I'm saying? You could go ahead and get into the appetizer on the menu, bro.
Hey, look, this is what I want to start with first, right? On the Sunday, even though I know the game on, a lot of niggas watching the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But they can double back on that, that, right? Look, the first thing I want to get on, right, is this NBA YoungBoy quote, right? You know, NBA YoungBoy came out with the "Make America Slime Again," right? It was a quote with him saying, "They asked, man, what's behind that title?" He said, basically, behind the title is, "I want motherfuckers to be on everything that Trump on," right? Basically, this 20-something-year-old, you know, youngster got a rabbit following. We talk about that all the time, G, about how motherfuckers be crying real tears at his concert, like he Michael Jackson. Right. So if we respect the game, respect the hustle, respect what he's doing in like for his, like, you know, his cadre or coalition or whatever, right? But a 20-something-year-old telling a whole gag or a whole goon squad of people to go follow a 70-plus-year-old white man and whatever he on, that just didn't sit well with me. I want to hear what y'all feel about it. You feel me? That's what I want.
I'm gonna keep it short and simple because, you know, hey, I want to let the guest, you know what I'm saying, get his airtime. You feel me? Get his shots. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple. When somebody asks him about Michael Jackson and you don't even know the level and the degree, you know what I'm saying, that Michael Jackson had to this whole industry, you know what I'm saying, to black people as a culture, you feel me? Like, Michael Jackson hit hard. So if you can't, you know what I'm saying, if you can't look back and reflect on the big ass, you know what I'm saying, impact that Michael Jackson made on the community and the culture, how can you tell me to follow this man on some politics? You don't even know about this man and he in music. Michael Jackson is a part of your industry. You can't even speak on MJ. So how you gonna speak on politics? So with that being said, it's just a blind leading a blind, in my opinion. But how you feel though? You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel.
Yeah, you hit it on the head, brother. You hit it on the head. It's definitely the blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm looking through the eyes of somebody young and impressionable that's looking at NBA YoungBoy like them young fans he had that was crying real tears. I'm talking about real tears,
real tears though.
Yeah,
Real
some
ones, though.
of them was young millionaires though.
Right.
Millionaires out there crying. Money
Right.
long like his, probably just as
Right.
long. Out there
Right.
looking up to him crying. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that, I already know what side he on. Like I was telling me and bro had this conversation, you know what I'm saying, off camera, and it was about the game that's really being played here. And the game really being played here, it ain't but we know it ain't black and white, you know what I'm saying? Because NBA young he black. You know what I'm saying? But we know he the enemy. We know that. He gotta be the enemy. Talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So we know that. So it ain't black and white. So we definitely ain't gonna let them mix us up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? But what it definitely is that there's one war going on. And and it's the only war ever been going on, bro. Good or bad. God and the devil. Righteous against the unrighteous. That's it. That's the only war. Everything else is trigger. You know what I'm saying? All this
that's fact. Let me ask you this. When do you think the government started going through musicians, rappers, and stuff like that as far as in a political play? Because we know that whole thing with YoungBoy is a political play. So, for those that don't know, let people know, when the government started, messing with music on a political play.
Yeah. That's been going on for as long as music as they they've been getting paid off this music. Let's not say long as music started, as long as they commercialize it and start getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And we understand this. Everybody remember the famous statement in the speech from Malcolm X when he was talking about our only leaders is entertainers and sports.
All entertainers, exactly.
Sports players.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this shit been going around. So that means this shit been going around since. I mean, we can't say they were still in our culture since the Sambo era, since Jim Crow and all that shit. But for sure, it's been going on. I just posted some shit earlier. They was talking about it was a CIA plant that was pointing when Martin got killed to the wrong place.
Yeah,
he was standing over the body, pointing this way. Where the shooter was supposed to be. That we all know. People that read know that wasn't even the real nigga that killed Martin, right? You feel me? I'm saying, right? Pointing the wrong way. A CIA plan. My point in saying that is that no matter we always are the infiltrator, right? If you look at the hip hop police, if you're in prison and you got a celly, they throw a nigga up there with you. If you a millionaire and they trying to make sure it's all about systems of control. Now, in a case of NBA, because I definitely don't want to just vilify a man for whatever he on. But at the end of the day, most motherfuckers that get pardoned or whatever, you could assume that it's some type of back. I'm a nigga that was in the feds. You could always assume that it's some type of other trapdoor clause in your deal to get free that you might not be telling, but you might have to be a public. You feel me? If you got that platform, you feel me? Because the money, nigga, we ain't wealthy. Ain't no what rich nigga, what rich African American or African that we know that we see in media every day really got true power. I ain't talking about money.
No,
what niggas can we look at that got power though? So we be powerless. You might even, Jay-Z got billions, but what power does he have? What is he really flexing? That's powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the influence. You feel me? They buying the influence. You feel me? Anytime they go through a musician, an actor, a rapper, a hood figure, whoever that may or may not be, it's, what I'm saying? It's influence. You feel me? Just like with a cops or not. It's all about influence. I could have 3 followers and 10 people on IG, but if every time I talk, I can make mountain shift and make people move and get thousands of people outside to join this political party with me or to join this motherfucking subject with me or to go out here and protest and all of this. Hey, influence is everything now. It ain't even about a following. It's about who you can influence with your following.
Indeed. Another form of slavery. Another form of pension, another form of
even what we own, it's not, we trying to free the slaves, but we using the tool that the slave master used in order to try to infiltrate your mind. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm gonna give you, Jason, you already know. Ray, last week we did what we did, right? You masked up for whatever reasons. You could be the most upstanding citizen in the community. You could be a gangster. You could be on the run. You could be whatever, right? But you could also be aesthetically, this is what look at bro. This shit count because we got a nigga that's incarcerated, that's fucking with us optically. What we own is freeing the slaves, reentry, recidivism, all of that. So optically, this is dope for what we own. But you got people that will sit and judge. They ain't even listening to nothing we own, right? A motherfucker hit me up and said, hey, no, I don't seem like y'all too gangster. Why? Because then they got a mask on and because I'm doing hand movements. But did you sit back? It's funny that it was said to me because within our first broadcast, you said that people would ignore the message and focus so much on the messenger that you missed the point, right? And it happened. So you didn't even listen, like in a sound bite. You might have only heard when we was talking about Big Homie when I was on some talking about, but you didn't hear that the whole mantra during the whole cast was free the slaves.
Dead ass, dead ass. And this is what I want to ask the guests. I want to ask the bro this. You know what I'm saying? With you being in there behind the walls, lately we be talking about a lot of street politics on YouTube. We've been talking about how the black and brown don't rock with each other outside of behind the walls or even in the walls. You know what I mean? What I want to know is this, man. For the youth that don't know about the politics and how it go on behind the walls, let these people out here know how the politics is behind the walls when you in there, bro.
Well, it's really different depending on where you at. Everything is different depending on where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Your timeline. Look, nothing retro, bro. You got to tell them about the timeline because the timeline 20 years ago and the timeline today is a whole different galaxy.
Exactly. You feel me? And that's why I was asking on that. I want him to just go, break it all the way down. You feel me? Break it down like brown pack Mexican with sticks and seeds that just crumble to dust. Break it down.
Indeed. Yeah, no. It's when you first, well, back in the 80s, right? You can go to prison. Right, you can go to prison back in the 70s and the 80s, and you can come out and you could be a man. Like you can come in like a boy, not knowing nothing. You know what I'm saying? They come out a man, right? But like during the 80s, 90s, that began to change. You know what I'm saying? And me and bro, we YA babies, so we went to youth authority together. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole.
CYA because he can't see y'all got CYA out there. It was like
you got the juvenile authority, same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not called YA, but we got the juvenile authority and the juvenile detention center.
Yeah. Well, it's just basically a juvenile prison. You know what I'm saying? For juveniles. So everybody, so it's just a bunch of kids up in there. You know what I'm saying? But the kids up in there aggressive, highly aggressive, preying on each other. When you go to the pen, it really gets different because the pen, the pen got the levels, depending on what state you in. And then depending if it's state or federal, but as far as we're talking about states like in Louisiana, is definitely quite different than California. California, you go to a level, you catch a lot of time, right? You send you to a level 4. They don't do this now, but they used to send you to a level 4. So you be in a level 4 somewhere, and you'll be around, the most violent of people.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
all the game too, though.
All the game is there. You know what I'm
saying?
But the most violence is there. You know what I'm saying? And where fear is the number one, like keeping people, fear is what keep everybody in line. Right?
Right.
So you have this thing when you there, you like everybody staying in line out of fear. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, the threat of violence. The threat of violence. That's what we always say. The threat of violence. I don't know whether a nigga or a bitch will get the job done a lot. The threat of violence, not actual violence. The threat of violence.
They're not putting their hands on you up there. They're gonna stab you, right? So the violence is extreme. So everybody up there is on their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's respectful. You know what I'm saying? The OG told me when I got there, it's not a long list of things you need to know, but these are things. There's only things you need to remember. Respect everybody. Don't disrespect nobody. And if you have to do something to somebody, make sure you're in the right. That's all he told me. You know what I'm saying? That's all he told me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So respect everybody. Don't disrespect nobody. I don't care what race it is. Even if you got to stab him or do something to him, don't disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? Just handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
So look, Jesus, we used to say that. Remember we'd be on tier. Niggas would be on lockdown. We'd be do shit out. The Mexicans, the Asian, even if we know we about to beef when these doors pop, it'd be cordial on the tier. Spencer, excuse me. Like you would think everybody in harmony, but as soon as them doors rack, we just handling business. It's just business. It ain't even personal. It's just business. It's something they gotta go there.
Yeah, let me break this down for bro though, because this shit right here deep though. This shit deep, bro. So when you up there, this is the illusion of prison, right? It has two illusions. It's the matrix too. It's the matrix inside of the matrix, right? So you go to prison, you're at a level 4 prison like that, you'll start thinking after being up there so long that this is how life is. Like the people you around, because when you up there, it's all about race. California, the only place where race is the most dominant factor. In other states, that's not like that. California is like the gang capital. So it's blacks, Mexicans, whites, so when you go to the prison, you with the blacks, right? So your people is the blacks, you know what I'm saying? And they got their people, you know what I'm saying? But the threat of violence can happen from you, from anybody black, because you black.
Right.
Because everybody black is in line up there. It don't matter where you from, what you claiming. If you black, you in line together. Because if anything happened to a black, everybody got to go, right? So that'll give you a false sense of people being real that you don't know. Because in reality, you don't know none of these people. You don't know none of these people. You ain't read their paperwork. You don't know their family. You don't know these people, right? You just in prison with them, sharing food with them, right? And sleeping with them, right? And then you go into situations with them where you have to commit violence together, and you and these people become close, right? After time pass, fast forward, you go to another level. Say your points get good, you go to level 3. You go to level 3, you start seeing people that was with you in a level 4. So you be like, wait, hold on, man. This happened with bruh. Me and bruh know what I'm talking about. This happened with me and bruh. I get there and I'm like, I'm saying, bro, I said, yeah, man, I know bro right there. Where you know him from? Me and bro was in the pen together, up there on the floor. He said, you know him? I said, yeah. I said, bro, solid. He said, how long he been here? I said, he been here like a year. He said, yeah, that nigga ain't solid.
Yeah, he ain't cool.
I'm like, what you mean he ain't solid? He done did some weak shit now because he done came to a level 3 where the threat of violence has been removed.
He being his real self, right?
Because the threat of violence has been removed. So he can be who he really is now. You know what I'm saying?
You been a bitch ass nigga in disguise, but you've been able to hide.
He's been a thief, but he couldn't steal up there because they know they're killing. So he gets somewhere feel he could be himself, because if he's still here, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. He'll probably want to hit him, or he might roll up. You see what I'm saying?
And add in that niggas don't want to lose their shit. So a nigga that might want to rock got a phone. He ain't trying to rock because he went a bitch ass nigga. All right, bro, it's good. He don't want to lose that phone. He don't want to go to the hole. His whole sense of what he like, you know what I'm saying, standing firm on something is done. He might not even be a rat, be really a hoe ass nigga, because you worried about the little bit of material shit you accumulated that the police could come get at any time.
Yeah. So the thing in prison, bro, it ain't about like now it's all watered down. You know what I'm saying? Because of these, a lot of these devices in here, and then you get these devices in here, and now people have choice, right? And this is a detriment to a lot of people up in here, bro. Too many choices to choose, right? Because when you give them too many choices to choose, they're gonna always choose entertainment, right? Laughing, entertaining themselves over any type of information that's gonna be beneficial.
Enlightening themselves.
Yeah. And this is the opportunity to do it, but they're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they all they want to do is be entertained. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing that's dominating. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. They want to be entertained.
That's the new slavery, though. Like even out here, that's the slavery.
Of course it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you have any discipline, I'll be telling the youngsters all the time, bro. If you can gain any discipline as a young man now, like especially with these devices, right?
You're gonna be the sauciest. You're gonna be the sauciest.
Because it ain't nothing but a tool. But when you start being a slave to it, it becomes a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Look. To expound upon that, you got niggas that get shit and they on Pornhub every day. They on YouTube watching whatever the videos is. But some niggas go in there and be like, nigga, I'm about to fight my case, this appeal. I'm gonna look up these laws. Nigga, I'm about to figure out how to build this LLC, how this EIN number. You gonna get all the tools. You got niggas that's jailhouse lawyers. They're like, the technology made it so I could be better at this. It's two different spectrums of niggas. They like, look, I don't know how long I'm gonna have this motherfucker. I'm about to maximize. I'm gonna maximize all I can, learn all I can, and especially not only that, because it keep you in tune, right? I don't give a fuck if you in tune with you can raise your kids through the phone. You feel me? I'm saying, right? Yeah. It ain't the same as being home, but you able to tap in and be there and be present. But you got the other end of the spectrum where niggas they jacking off all day, blowing whatever they doing. That's it. You feel me? I'm saying? So it's like you weakening yourself one way or the other. Nigga was able to build Global Mafia Entertainment. That's why you see them GMEs on the back. That's why you see that globe. Nigga built that from prison, from the device.
Yeah.
You feel me? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Me and this nigga was in the cell together.
I seen it, bro. I seen it. I'm telling you, bro. check this out, bro. This is an example of procrastination and application, right? Bro in the pen, right? He's in the pen, bro. And he finding, I'm like, what's up with you? Like, I'm trying to do the music thing. I'm doing the music thing, bro, for to drop this album. How you gonna drop the album? He figured out how to drop the album through watching YouTube's on tutorials, right? Watching tutorials on YouTube. So he found that out, right? He found out how to make the music, how to do the beat, how to do everything, bro, on his own,
Right.
In the cell, right? I'm talking about so, and then we sending each other music. He's putting it down, getting it mixed. He in a cell, bro. He never left a cell. It's all this is through his phone.
I stopped even letting cellies come in.
I
stopped letting niggas come in because you was distracted. Like,
he had people making beats for him in New York. You know what I'm saying? All over the world, sending him beats in the cell. He's spitting over the beats. I'm spitting over the beats. He's sending them back out, get mixed from the cell. He never left the cell, bro. And he did all of this and that. And then I'm hollering at my people on the streets, and I'm like, bro, they like, what y'all doing? We doing music. I'm like, bro, y'all been doing that for like 4 or 5 years, bro. Y'all ain't really dropped nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all gonna put something out? You know, they like, it take time, bro. It take time, bro. In the pen, and he already had like 7 albums. I mean, 7 songs already in the pen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, bro, and he don't even have half the resources they got, not even a 10th of them.
A nigga just had the phone. A nigga just
had that's dope.
That's it, bro. That's all he had.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time he got out, bro, in the pen, he didn't already drop albums. You know what I'm saying? Hella songs. You know what I'm saying? And they probably dropped 1 or 2 songs, bro. They've been on the street for 7 years. So that's just, you know, the application and procrastination, bro. Whenever you not having the game is enough. To have the game is something, but to be able to apply it is everything, bro. You can
Man, all right, now you saying that right there. We was talking about the youth and trying to wake up the youth. Now, let me ask you this, you know what I'm saying? With you having a background, with you being, you know what I'm saying, certified, things like that. Let me ask you, who do you feel like is the ones that the youth need to be talking to, or the ones that need to be talking to the youth for them to wake up and get them on something bigger and better than what they doing right now?
Well, they just need to be talking to a man. That's it. Nothing else. They don't need to be talking to a Superman, Batman, but just the man. Because the man is the hero. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Superman the hero, Batman the hero. All of them are just adjectives. It's the man.
Now, did you think background matter with that, as far as if he's an ex-member, if he's affiliated, if he's a civilian, if he pushing peace, you know, do you feel like that matters?
No, look, real quick. I just want to add an addendum to that. We used to ask this question when I used to run workshops and shit for my artists and shit like that. Can a nigga with all the game but no money be your boss? Can a nigga that you, when you listen to him, be like, man, this nigga got the game, I ain't gonna lie. But when you watching his whip, wherever he living, you don't really know how much money he got, but it seemed like you got more than him. Can he be your boss, right? Right? So that was always the question, right? So the delivery system does count for optics and shit like that, but in real life, nigga, how much money did Malcolm X have?
Right.
How much money did Martin Luther King die with?
I mean, you know my answer to that. You know my answer is gonna be, oh yeah, I'm gonna listen. Why? Because knowledge is power. Because with the right amount of knowledge, you can obtain all of the financial benefits that you see you see fit to have.
Yeah, right. With these youngsters, it's tricky. Because
it's tricky, right?
You ain't gonna get them all, so you can't be trying to reach for all. You know what I'm saying? You can only reach for those who gonna be able to reach back for your message, because you ain't gonna be able to get everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like my kids, right? My delivery with my kids might not be in a way that they can receive it correctly, right? For me to get them to do what I want, right? But their uncle getting at them, they might move in accordance. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm realer and he's not, or he realer than me. It's because the message that he's giving them, you know what I'm saying, they're more suited to them. You see what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of times that's what it be. So that's why it takes a village. That's why the old saying is true. It takes a village to raise a child. Because I might miss my kid with a lot of the game that I got. You might be Neo. You know what I'm saying? With all the game. And you might be trying to give it to your baby and you might miss her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I was saying about my son. I got a 3-year-old daughter. I'm an OG dad, right? So by the time she 23, I'll be 67. You feel me? I'm saying? So I look at it like your brother, who's like, he's older than you, the message, if I can use him as a conduit, bruh, holler at your little sister, because she on some other shit. when I said I'm just dad, you don't know, but from your big brother, the message might be received different. That's why it's so important that each one teach one. That's why it's important. Like right now, look at the optics. You got a man right here, my setting. You got another man that's in prison for show, his setting, and you got another. That setting matter. They might not listen to Dub, right? They might not listen to Rec, but for some reason, that nigga in the struggle for real.
Right.
He in the struggle for real. What that nigga talking about? But
Man,
it depends on what he's talking about. You feel me? Because applied knowledge equals wisdom, right? He can give you all the game that you want. It's like stats. We just talking about the game. You can know, nigga, was Peyton Manning or John Elway your favorite quarterback? What the stats was on the game we was doing right now, right? You got all this worthless knowledge, all this shit. What you gonna do with it? Is you gonna be a stat man? What you gonna do? But in life, it's the same thing, bro. You can walk around listen to this podcast and get some game right now, but what you gonna do when it comes to application?
No, that's facts. And let me ask the guest this real quick. You know, for those that don't know, what do you do in there to keep your head and keep your mental, you know what I'm saying, to keep yourself mentally strong, you feel me, to where you do the time and don't let the time do you?
Yeah, all I do, bro, is read, work out, drink water, eat fruit, and that's it. I don't eat pork, and I ain't ate red meat in probably 30 years.
But he's an anomaly. Jeez, you gotta let him know you are an anomaly.
Yeah. But I'm also a loner by heart, so it's easy for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that.
Yeah, and plus I'm a person who more I remember things I learned. You know what I'm saying? Not things I did. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things that's in my mind is things that I'm really into information. You know what I'm saying? I'm really into knowledge about myself. You know what I'm saying? The things outside of me, so I can bring it back to me. You know what I'm saying? To myself to be able to apply it. So all I do is read, bro. I don't do really nothing else, bro. I just read. You know what I'm saying? I got a library in here. You know what I'm saying? All I do is read and just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? To stay away from all the foolishness. Because like I say, this ain't no different, bro, than really the youth authority. You know what I'm saying? You could be somewhere, bro, and you could be for 5 years straight. You can see the same dudes do the same game, play the same game. Core game, 5 years straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can see this. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just because they just trying to entertain themselves to get over time. So they
it's the same thing on the streets. You can get out right now, go to Garrett, right? And the same niggas will be selling that same 9-pack. They still ain't got up to a bird. Them same niggas with that same liquor store. Like I'm out here, bro, where I'm from. The same niggas is doing the same shit. They might not got the same car, they might not got the same fit, but they doing the same thing from gang culture, right? And my boy Salute, like really, I'm talking to, you know, both of y'all cuz, both of y'all Crips, like just so we know, bro. Like that's why I be saying niggas don't understand. I'm from East Oakland. My second home is Garrett Street, nigga, Fresno, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We go Stu's Diamond Crip, old school back, like you feel me? Like you know what I'm saying, nigga. We really go back in this shit. Niggas ain't glorifying none of that shit right now because we was really slaves to something that we thought we was dope at, murder, death, kill shit, hustling shit, all that shit. But when you wake up, it's not like this is why really prison, bro. Prison really be a way for you really to sit your stupid ass down. That's why a lot of niggas, when they go, they become Muslim, they get closer to God, they find out. People be like, oh, look, he went to jail. It'd be funny, but you don't understand. When you do it the right way, it's a campus. It just ain't no bitches. It just ain't no bitches. You feel me? It's a campus. If you sit down and focus, right, you can harness a capability to really teleport yourself to freedom right here, and eventually, physically, you're going to get there, right? You can manifest that shit like in real life. It might sound quirky or uncanny or some shit like that, right? But look, even this, right? G, do me a favor, G. Kick it to the people about original thought, about having original thought and how most people don't have an original thought about the social construct shit that we talk about. But G, please hit him with that. Hit him with the original thought shit.
Yeah, go ahead and season the people, man. Go ahead and season the people.
Now, this is just something that most people don't have because they don't have critical thinking faculties. You know what I'm saying? So they're not able to have any original thoughts about things. They would tell you the things that they read out of book, like I just said. I read a lot, right? So in a lot of information that I might give you, it will be out of a book. You know what I'm saying? and I can repeat what's in the book. I can memorize what's in the book, right? But do I have any original thoughts of my own about what's being said? That's the whole purpose of original thought. So if you use that and you go back through history out your life till as far back as you can remember, and you start doing that, you'll start purifying yourself, right? Because you'll get rid of a lot of the old concepts that you didn't embrace, right? And you didn't thought was true, right?
Give me an example though. Give us a couple examples of what you mean by shit that you was given that you spit like it's your thought versus original thought.
Well, like I just said, you can take any of the holidays. Just take any of the holidays, right? And where do they come from? Nobody ever asked themselves this. Just take any one of them, right? Where do they come from? They have an origin, right? They have an origin. So, I mean, where do they come from? Nobody wants to know. Now, that's the same way you talk about when you're talking with people about citizenship. It's the same way. You know what I'm saying? Or having a job, right? It's the same way. Or credit. You talk to people about credit, right? It's the same way. They don't have no original thoughts about credit. You get to ask them about credit, they're gonna say, well, I got a 750 credit score. Okay, well, what you gonna do with it? They don't know. They just want to die with it. And it's important to them. They won't go get no credit cards. They won't go get nothing because it's important to them that they have a 750 credit score for no reason at all, right? And you ask them that and they don't know why, right? So that's indoctrination, right? They've been told what to believe, right? And they don't challenge it. So having original thoughts is just challenging that belief. Why do you have it? Why do you believe that? You see what I'm saying? Because once you come to that understanding that I believe it because somebody told me. Okay, now we know why you believe it. Okay, now is it true? Now it forces you to have the ability on yourself to find out if it's true. You see what I'm saying? But most people are not going to be concerned with that because, like I say, most people are cool with just being slaves, bro. Being a slave is easier than being free.
You know and it's because we've been conditioned since we started growing up by authority to don't question authority, just do as I say. You feel me? We always was raised and brought up to not question authority. You know, now when it comes to our parents, that's different. When mama say, do as I say, not as I do. That's because she's trying to show you something better. She's trying to put you in a better direction, a better life. But as far as authority laws,
you have to even when your mama give you something.
Yeah, you got to be able to point that fake shit out with your mama, even when she coming up with it. You have to have. That's why you got to have.
Might be giving you
because it's still your mama.
You something that she got from somewhere else, right?
Exactly.
So I understand that it's like it's not that you disrespect your mama. It's just that what if your mama said, "Hey, Christopher Columbus sailed the 7 seas, and the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock. They had Thanksgiving with the Indians, and everything was harmonious." Mama, hold on. You feel me? I mean that she not lying to you knowingly. She going whatever social construct she learned. So it's not really her fault.
Right.
But that's what I mean about, so think about that, right, Rec, in the sense of just right now while we're talking, when's the last time you had an original thought and implemented it or shared it with somebody, right? And when you shared it, they may have rejected it so hard that you end up stop being friends, or you might even have a disagreement. It could be with your wife, it could be with your son or daughter, it could be with somebody in a school area, it could be like to where you share something that was like, that ain't what that is.
See, like when it comes to me and my original thoughts, it's usually when it comes to like religion, politics, because me personally, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religion. I feel like religion is spiritual politics. Every religion has their own agenda. You feel me? So I feel like that's spiritual politics. So yeah, I'm super spiritual. I believe there's a higher creator, but I'm not about to put this religion above this religion. Catholic's not better than being Buddha. Buddha's not better than being Jewish. You know what I mean? Because we all praying to the same God with 1,000 different names.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's original thought. That's original thought. You feel me? But you know, that's the thing about original thought. You could stand up in a church right now and say that. They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You feel me? Yeah. Nobody even wants to go for a second. Let me ponder that.
And they just disconnected, bro, from reality. It's like, I don't see like don't get me wrong, but I didn't do a lot of shit that I'm definitely ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? But now after regaining my humanity, when I be seeing certain things that just stand out, it's just, I see it for what it is now because the veil done been removed. you know what I'm saying, on a certain level where I can see certain things that I couldn't have seen, you know what I'm saying, probably a while back. You know, an example was they had it on the news the other day about you seen that albino alligator. They said died. And they gave it to thing in Frisco. They gave it a big funeral. Gave it the second line and all that. They had people out there crying, bro. Right. Like, people out there crying. Now, picture this from somebody who just I don't know, but this is what made me think I'd be weird, right? This is what made me think I'd be weird because I'm looking at it and they said that he been in there for 70, almost 70. He lived to be 70 years old, something like that. Anyway, he was in there a long time. People grew up in Frisco, took their kids to see him. Now he died, so they bury him. They give him the second line, sending him to New Orleans. They out there crying, right? And I'm saying to myself, this is why I think I'm weird, bro. I'm saying to myself, like, yeah, but y'all kidnapped him and had him in prison,
Right,
like away from his family,
right.
like, but for entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
He sat in there for 70 years and suffered.
Entertainment, though.
Right,
you know
exactly.
He spent all that time. They kidnapped him, put him in there as entertainment because he's albino, so he's different. To entertain people and their family for all of these years away from their family, right? And now, since he died, they're crying because they miss him. But they actually kidnapped him, put him in jail, and held him away from his family, bro. And they think that that's cool. Like that was entertainment, and they think it's cool.
In my sociology class, I swear to God, what you just said, the teacher said that she was talking about how African Americans, but whatever, were in bondage, slavery, right? And then she said, well, who's to say that when you got a dog or a cat, or like, you know what I'm saying, that you don't have them hostage too? Let's say they were like, I'm trapped. I'm not in my natural habitat. I'm enslaved too. You feel me? What I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's all perception. Perception is everything. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, but whoever controls perception controls the
reality. Because perception is reality. You feel me?
Whoever controls everything is like that. So where back in the days, having orgies and homosexuality in certain biblical times like was the reality. Even having slaves was the reality. You feel me? Now that's not the reality, but then whoever controlled that narrative, that's what it was, right? So even when you look at somebody like Trump, right now it's cool to be racist. It's cool to say whatever the fuck you want. It's cool to say fuck everything, nigga. It's cool to say nigga I'm spot smashing for that. It's even cool for niggas to say I'll fuck with Trump because he fuck with us, right? Even though in reality you don't, because the social order, he controlling the narrative of most everything, right? Not just him. I'm just not saying him because he's a puppet too, right? But and that through every generation that you go through, right? It matters who has the loudest voice. Who has the loudest voice is not necessarily who's in control. It's the person that we don't see and don't hear, right? But you can't even, what I just told you, G, told you, nigga, I was just playing the Matrix for wifey the other day, right? Playing the Matrix, right? The movie. And then people, when I say that, people are like, okay, the Matrix movie, you had Keanu Reeves and shit. Nah, nigga. It's some parts in there. You listen to that nigga will break down what the Matrix is. He will break down what control, but it's all he just talking about social constructs.
And that's the best movie ever made.
That's it.
Television.
That's it. That's the game, bro. And when you able to sit down in it, and when you able to sit down in it and kind of, you feel me? Look, for right now, you in KC, he in an undisclosed location. You know what I'm saying? I'm where I'm at, right? But listen, we in really 3 different realities.
Right.
3 different realities. You feel me? That's a fact, right?
Different time zones and everything.
Come on, bro. That's a fact. So it's like if you say this to somebody, they gonna be like, that nigga crazy. Bro, crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't know what the fuck. Because what pill did you take? You took the red pill or the blue pill. What pill did you take? Because some people really can't handle it. If you say, hey, all this shit fake, while you here, right? Harness the fake shit in order for you to get freed to get to the real shit. They gonna go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man, and what you saying that, P-Dub, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask the guest because it's on along that same line. What was the difference between how you got seasoned in the streets and how you were seasoned once you got behind the wall?
Well, the only thing is isolation. That was it, bro. It's just being isolated. You know, I think that's basically. I think if everybody, you know, I hate to say this, but it's just the reality. I believe it's true.
No, keep it 100. Keep it 100. You already know. Hey, it's uncut pure off the brick over here.
if everybody came to prison, bro, and they just put you in prison, right? And they just put you in a cell with nothing, just you. And they put you in there and they get and it come in about 90 days, 90 days to 6 months, bro. And they just feed you for 90 days to 6 months. You should have a firm grip and understanding of who you are. Because that's gonna be the most important thing to you, bro. And that's what prison allows you to do that it didn't allow you to do on the streets. Because you out there, you got to worry about working, you got to worry about baby, you got to worry about your daughter, you got to worry about the police, you got to worry about if you're in a gang, you got to worry about the ops, you got to worry about all type of shit on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Being in a cell, not living well, it's like I'm here, so I'm isolated. You know what I'm saying? So I get to indulge in my favorite activity. You know what I'm saying? Which is myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe nobody's more important than me, and I believe that everybody should feel that way. That nobody's more important than them. But you have to do the inventory. You got to do the work. You have to do the excavation. Because the gems is inside and outside. They're inside of you. So you got to do the work. So what prison does is that it just gives me the opportunity to do that, to have conversations with myself about myself. You see what I'm saying? So I can sit down and I can, because people say like people don't have conversation, but I always have conversations with me. But this is what I truly believe, and I been believing this for a while, because I just know it's true, right? When I was younger, it was harder for me to determine who the voices was in my head. You see what I'm saying? So certain things are going on because I was raised around a bunch of niggas. So I did a lot of nigga shit. So a lot of time opportunities to present themselves, you know what I'm saying? And I will react that way. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, knowing that this ain't my natural disposition. You see what I'm saying? We do that a lot. We like something we've been again like, no, I don't want to do that, bro, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You see what I'm saying? I just knew that felt out my natural disposition. You see what I'm saying? But you only don't know by having knowledge of who you are. You see what I'm saying? And once
that's why I'm trying to. If people don't understand the word, look, Google it, because it's on your. You are an anomaly. I'm saying that you could get 1,000 prisoners. You might only got 3 or 4 that fuck with it on a straight discipline. I'm praying 5 times a day. And my eat habits is this. I know they're trying to kill us through this. I'm rocking through that. When I get a phone, I'm gonna be on this. Some violence, I'm only gonna be defensive. You feel me? I'm saying it's only a few. Everybody else get caught up, right? Everybody else get caught up. Like, G, what you was telling me about when you was gang culture, from then to now, when you understood that even in the gang culture you a slave.
Oh yeah, yeah. And when you definitely listen, bro, you definitely any type of gang banging nigga, you a hoe and you doing some slaving. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you definitely doing some following. You feel me? Because somebody got to teach you the steps and the ways of the gang, of the culture, of throwing up what signs and so on and so forth. You feel me?
But not even that. Not even that. What it does is that see the gang. But the shit that gang do, bro, is that it causes division, right? And anytime you talk about division, because being a slave master is power. It represents power, right? And being a slave is represent you being powerless, right? When you're in a gang, you powerless, right? Because anything that's not organized is disorganized. So that's why they call the mob organized crime, because they actually was organized.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't call niggas in the street organized crime.
And the code and everything, Omerta, all that, the code. Like, right.
But they know niggas in the street is not organized. You know what I'm saying? So they not worried about niggas getting organized. They did that job in the 60s. That's the work they were doing in the 60s to make sure niggas never get organized again. You know what I'm saying? Knocking down Fred Hampton, the Black Panther Party, and so forth and so on. That was about making sure niggas never get organized again, right? So all that gang shit came from that, right? And that was some good slaving. You know what I'm saying? That the master did. That's all that was that he put on us. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was, bro. That was some good game he gave us to have us out there prostituting. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this, bro. Do you feel like, since you said, sit in there, get to know yourself, understand you inside and out, get a better understanding of with you, I feel you on that. Do you feel like that's why a lot of brothers go to jail and be on some revolving door back and forth? Is it because they haven't woke up mentally, or is it because they haven't gotten to know themselves mentally to where they know what they're capable of doing, they know what they're not capable of doing. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like that's the reason why it's a revolving door with certain brothers?
Both. Yeah, both of them, bro. Both. Because bro said I'm an anomaly, but he might be right because I only know like probably four people, four people, you know what I'm saying, with me, like me in here that do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
four. You know what
Well,
I'm
no,
saying?
I'm just saying, just in general. You know what I'm saying? Just in a generalized question. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I feel what you're saying. Yeah. But it ain't. It's like they just. I don't know how to really. I know how I feel, bro. Because I was young. I played sports, right? So I know how I feel to be to entertain people. You know saying, or to be entertained. I done been entertained. You know what I'm saying? I watch sports. I like to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Buddhist monk. You know what I'm saying? I like to be entertained too, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is that I know when as soon as the voice come in my head say, yeah, we've been doing that too long.
Right.
I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As soon as the voice say it, yeah, we've been doing that way too long, man. Let's read, get back to this. I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they don't have that. And I remember being young, I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Because being entertained is the most important thing to you. You know what I'm saying?
But you also didn't have nobody, not that, but G, you also didn't have nobody that was righteous enough to go like, hey, like when we was free, like when we was young, we was doing what we do. Think about it, bro. I used to take you to my city, you would take me to your city. Think about it. I ain't gonna even speak on the shit like Brett, like you feel me? You hear my voice, right? I couldn't step up to certain scenes. We had a Jackets Creed. I couldn't step up to certain scenes and talk and say, bitch ass nigga, lay down. They be like, Dub, what you do? Dub, do? So I'm saying, like, see, we done done some shit. You feel me? I'm saying, right? But then it wasn't really too many people going, hey, you niggas is way better than this. Step back, not no man. See, a bitch could tell you whatever. And I'm just, and not disrespecting nobody, mama, auntie. I hear you though, but when the niggas just sit back and totally listen to a woman. When you get older, you start looking, okay, some of this shit is facts. Yeah. You feel me? Grandma was spitting the real. But a nigga could go, hey, you want to grind? Hey, nigga, we about to go wipe this nigga down. And for some reason that sound appealing. The same man could have been like, hey, fuck that. Put that shit down, nigga. We about to go do this. And we would have been the same way because really we know as youth, all we really wanted was discipline.
Yeah.
That's all we really want.
Yeah.
You end up being that anyway. The reason why we on this show right now, because we have a discipline to where we want to free the fucking slaves. Fuck whatever the imagery is, we doing that. The optics is for you to look. Hopefully when you look, you start listening. You feel me?
The optics is to get your attention, to get you to have that seat at the table so you can listen, so you can eat some of this off the menu.
Because that's the only reason, that's the only way niggas gonna look and listen. That's the only way. He just said it. He just said it right now. The only way a nigga gonna really entertainment, it has to look like entertainment first.
That's it, especially now to the youth now these days. Especially
in our day, you had to do it. In our day, a book, a teaching, or something, it's gonna be one nigga at first. Then, bro, you ain't on that. It's gonna be three niggas. All the niggas gonna be, what's up? What's up? I don't give a fuck. They were saying cuz, blood, bruh, whatever. Nigga, what's up? What you on? You gonna take this ass whooping, right? Or you gonna do this? Like that, that's the steel sharpens steel. That each one teach one shit came from, it spawned from that right there. But it's just that from the crack epidemic to whatever, bro. We at this point now to where the earlier question you asked, who is it that can deliver, who can be a conduit right now to deliver the message to the youth? Who can be it?
I just wanted to let the guests know also, bro, you know, you can kick it on the panel as long as you like to sit at the table, bro. You more than welcome. But before you leave, make sure you shout yourself out, where they can find you at, all of that good stuff before you leave. Don't leave the cookout without speaking. You feel me? We family now. We family. Can't be leaving the cookout without speaking. Trying to steal plate.
Indeed. But I want to say this though. It's hard, bro. Now, like, because they're trying to make us so weak. So it's hard for men to be men. So when we trying to relate to the youth and trying to reach for them, like when I was coming up, my uncles, they was just raw, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you did any type of sucker shit, they called it out. You did any type of busting shit, they called it out. You couldn't whoop them. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Big Marty in there.
Shout
Shout out to Big Horny, nigga.
They'll get down with you and whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't whoop them though, but they always checked you in the most aggressive way though, to like and shamed you. If your brothers was around and you did some buster shit while they wasn't around, he gonna bring it to the table when y'all get around to shame you. You know what I'm saying? So but looking back, I didn't see it then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the game once again molding me, that the game was actually showing me that you're gonna need this. You're gonna need this later on. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need this later on right here. This is gonna help you later on. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me. I benefited from it because it purged me of doing a lot of buster shit that I was doing when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of shameless shit that I was doing when I was younger. It purged me from that. And I benefited from it. But now we're in a different generation. So when I reach for youth now, they not used to that, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I said the work been done a long time ago. So a lot of these dudes, like when I came up, I was raised by my mama too. I came up in the single generation and the single mom during the generation of the 80s. So I came up too, right? But I had the streets. And like I said, I had my uncles. So I had some type of male figures around, right? They wasn't even men.
Right.
That's a whole nother show right there. But they weren't even men, right? Right. But they was males, right? And they was niggas, and they was aggressive enough to make sure that any type of buster shit that they weren't on accord with, they weren't gonna let me do. I had that, right? This generation, they don't have that, bro. A lot of them is raised by their mom, by their aunties, by YouTube, by social media, right? They don't have that. So when you try to get at them in a manner like that, they very defensive. Even though your intentions may be pure. Your intentions might be pure though, because you really got genuine love for them. You know what I'm saying? And you want them to purge that behavior that you're speaking about. You see what I'm saying? Or just trying to get them to correct the behavior. You see what I'm saying?
Now, do you think that's what the youth is missing right now? Is what you just said, genuine love?
Yeah, but what is that? Once again, a whole nother show. What is genuine love, bro? Like
That's
what is
that? Right, exactly.
You know,
right.
Yeah. How do you know if somebody really loves you? That's internal.
No, G, look. Somebody could look how Arnie, how Big Uncle them was raising you and be like, that's abuse. Yeah. But it shaped you to be the pillar that you are now. Then it might have hurt your feelings, but now you understand it. That be the thing, bro. It's the generational thing is important. I said earlier, discipline in the youth is what we craved. We just didn't know it. Now there's no discipline, right? You feel me? And I'm saying even in the world of snitching or whatever, there's no discipline. On the yards and in prison, level 4s, you get disciplined for stupid shit that you do. You know not, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not touch another nigga's shit, thou shalt not be a bitch ass nigga, thou shalt not gossip and backbite. It's all these commandments to where, like, listen to what he said in the beginning. The level 4, you was held to a standard. You get to level 3, I ain't seen you in 3 years. You a hoe ass nigga because this is who you really was. But because you was held to that standard, you had to be a stand up nigga. You look solid.
The threat of violence. The threat of violence.
Right. Because if you might have really been fighting who you really was, but you don't want to die. Right? Now you could be whatever you want to be. Look at Tekashi and all these niggas. These niggas got platforms.
Yeah.
Like you can have an opinion.
Yeah.
Where normally you would be like, nigga, whatever this nigga on, bitch, shut up.
Ain't nothing gonna stop you nowadays, bro, from getting your dick sucked. Like you could be a rat, you could rat it on niggas, you could have got your ass hit. Ain't nothing gonna stop a broad from wanting to suck your dick. So it ain't like, you know, ain't no punishment for this shit, bro. So people get to be who they want. It's like your bro was just saying. We at the environment now, you know what I'm saying? Because the prison shit is nothing but a microcosm of the streets, right? So the ratio in here, the people who do what I do, we're gonna say is 4 to 1,000, right? That ratio exists on the street as well. Y'all just part of that 4. You know what I'm saying? The ratio is the same, bro. It's still the same. You know what I'm saying?
And look, G, we like on a wrap up. I do want to give him. I want to give, not talk about us because this is our show. Like you got to understand, Rec did made Sunday Cookout our shit. So I gotta understand, I'm not just on the show to be the host. I'm here to facilitate the guests. So just so we understand, Rec, just so we understand, Global Mafia Entertainment is the brainchild of Nicaea and Marty Gras, right? That's my brother. You feel me?
Right.
Just so we understand, right? YA babies. We had a book called The Book of Game, The Holy Bog. I was a TA in a GED class. I was a teacher's aide. This in California Youth Authority. I would go help niggas with their math and spelling, reading, all that shit in there. Because I had already graduated. And I would write scriptures. The book, I would come back to shower, throw him the book. He would devour it, add his whatever to it. Ism. We was rapping. We was a part of a rap group called, what was the name of that motherfucker? Not Trained Assassin. Was the other one, the Big Tree? With Shots in them. We was a part of a MC, not just gangster rap coalition, right? This in Young Jail, right? Came all the way full circle to the streets. When I'm locked up, he free. Pictures, money, bitches. When he in jail, I'm out. We facilitating, right? The each one teach one, like really urban Harriet Tubmans, right? The reason why I said that is right. My nigga been gone. I remember I did 19. We did part of my 19 together. He's still exiled, right? The Free G movement has nothing to do. He already on that. It's gonna happen this year. It's gonna happen. I'm a manifest it, right?
Right.
But yeah, all my niggas, all the soldiers, all the real Gaedes, all the guerrillas, all the niggas that, all the deuces, all the niggas that's really the real niggas that we need out here to father and push the movement forward are exiled for a reason. But the age of information, the resistance is real. It's happening. This the resistance. Nigga, you in Kansas City, nigga. Nigga, how the fuck we get to this platform? You just said to me this morning, duh, if you want somebody to be on this motherfucker, nigga, this our show, running like it's yours too. Divine intervention happened to where he got a horn. He ain't got no horn. He had one for years. His shit broke down. He got the horn. Gee, what you want to do? He found a mask so he can still live after today. But the message is clear, right? I'm telling you, motherfuckers that's really trying to break free from the matrix, motherfuckers that's really trying to take that umbilical cord off, if you don't understand what I'm on, it ain't for you. Take the blue pill. It's good. Right. We come back for you because we're going to free all the slaves, whether you want to be freed or not. The world ain't going to be what you really feel like it's supposed to be. But just so we know, right? When you talk about intros and shit like that, just so you know, bro, like, look, it's shit going on. It's shit going on planet Earth, right? This, Easton, just listen.
I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear it? You can't hear that?
You can hear it? You hear it, Rick?
No, I couldn't hear it either.
I don't know how you can hear it because you can hear me. Nigga, it was the hook. It's the hook of his song I sent you earlier, The Hood Journalist, right?
Oh, yeah, I listened to that. Yeah, the one you sent me over the text. Yeah, I listened to that.
Talking about in the hook, talking about shit. This is 2017, 16. Fast forward to right now, right? All this shit still valid.
Right.
A nigga only freed like 4 people along the way.
Right. But see, at the same time, that's what we was already talking about is what do you go use your platform for? You go use it for good or you go use it for evil? You know what I'm saying? You can use it for to chase drama and views and clickbait and likes, or you can use it to wake people up, to enlighten people, you know what I'm saying? To change, you know what I'm saying? To hit the youth, give them, you know what I'm saying, some options, and we can make a difference, things like that. It's all about what you want to do. You feel me? It's your platform, it's your channel. You can cook it up however you choose to cook it up. But a lot of people out here serving up a lot of bullshit. Just to keep it 100. A lot of people serving up a lot of bullshit, and y'all eating a diet of bullshit. So now your body feel like shit, your mom feel like shit, you're looking like shit, your vision shit, it's all blurry, you got cataracts, you know what I'm saying? You got to digest some real shit to look like some real shit, you feel me? You got to digest some good shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all digesting a lot of bullshit, that's why y'all feel like bullshit.
Oh, top. Oh, top. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say, bro.
Sign off for us with whatever you want to drop.
Yeah.
I don't know when next time I'm gonna have you.
Yeah.
right here. So just like whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah, shout your shit out, bro.
Good looking, Ray. Good looking, man. Good looking for the time, man, for the platform, man. Off top. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in with you. You know what I'm saying?
All the love.
I don't want to say too much, bro. But except to all y'all out there, man, and that's watching this or gonna listen to this, just stay focused on being focused, man, and understand that the game is played from here, not here. So you know what I'm saying? Try to play the game from here and not there. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
focus
fuck
on
your feelings. Right.
Yeah, and the first number one, definitely fuck your feelings because your feelings don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But the
Right.
number one rule is gonna always be get knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you learn about yourself, then you get knowledge of the creator. And when you get knowledge of the creator, then you gain knowledge of all created things. That's the game. That's how it goes. So man, I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I tap on y'all when it's good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay dangerous, bro.
Hey man, love you too, bro. Keep your head up in there, man. All love as always, bro.
Oh, nigga, I love you, bro. I love you. I'm gonna tap in. Tap in. You already know. I love you, bro.
One.
All right. Right.
Man, definitely appreciate the bros, you know what I'm saying, blessing the platform, you feel me? That was an appetizer, you know what I mean? That was an appetizer for the menu. So, you know, let's get into the main course. It was something that the bro wanted to speak on, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the platform and let him go ahead and you know, say his piece, you know what I mean? Well, what topic he wanted to speak on with the MLK situation, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and let the bro have a platform. Hey, go ahead, bro. You know, this is the main course. This is you, bro. So go ahead and cook up. Go ahead and cook up.
Look. So this is where I'm at with it, right? Let me get the form. Let me zip my shit all the way up because I'm in goon mode. Listen, right? Look. I had a nigga tap in with me the other day, right? He was cool, though. He was respect. It's just that he left a comment on my page, and he was, I don't like when niggas, I don't do internet beef. Like I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not really into like super getting blocking shit and doing all the weird shit. I'm not really into none of that. You feel me? I'm saying, right? But if you get to talking reckless, I'm more so a nigga like I can ignore that because I really didn't murder. I didn't done shit in my life. So this internet shit is like I want to fuck with it because I love it, but I'm not gonna take it too serious. And if you get the yapping, where I'm really gonna see you at. You feel me? Not only that, if I am on that, I pretty much could just stalk you and see where you at if I'm on that, right?
Right.
He wasn't on that, but he said a term. I had posted the shit you seen with the Black Panther dude, right?
Right.
Black Panther dude. We don't know if he really a Panther. Then it was another post that somebody was saying there was Huey P. Newton niece, right? Then there was two other posts where niggas saying, "Hey, dude's an agent." Right? Mind you, anybody that follow my pages know that I'm the hood journalist. That's what we do, right? You feel me? Whatever it is, I try to vet it as good as I can. But sometimes it just be more so like, what you think? It's food for thought. It's an Alka-Seltzer. I'm dropping in the water, right? I know this. Crip, Blood, Panther, BGF, anything that's official, you have to get ushered in. You can't just walk down the street and say, nigga, I'm a Crip cuz. How?
Yeah,
jump in. Who stamped you? You definitely can't do that. Anybody that know anything about their history, their etymology, right? The Black Panthers spawned everything I just said. BGF, Crip, Blood, anything. It spawned it. The Black Panthers, right? So in order for you to be hollering that, you have to be embraced.
Indoctrinated. You feel me? You gotta be indoctrinated. You feel me?
Right. You have to be so if you're not embraced, it's just like if for those that don't the uncultured, you got to be jumped in. It's just back then, you didn't have to be jumped in physically. You had to be jumped in mentally.
Right.
You had to see where your heart was at in the heat of battle. We could be with 16 niggas right now and talk about the riot, but when the riot pop off, who really going head first?
Right. Who gonna be outside?
They're going to go lay down, they're going to run, they're going to turn their back to the knife, all that shit. You have to be really put in service. So my thing is, if you step into the light and you got a AR and you got a beret on and you stand there with 4 niggas saying, we represent this. Nigga, do you really represent that? What have you really done? Is that really a part of what it is? I have no idea. Who are you? What state you in? Who stamped you?
Right. And that's how I be feeling when I be seeing everybody wanting to push the peace, but y'all want to push the peace from the internet. Y'all want to be revolutionaries on the internet. No,
Hey,
bro, when it's cracking outside, that's when
hey,
y'all need to be
hey,
outside just as
hey,
deep, causing peaceful chaos the way that they causing criminal chaos. Y'all need to
right.
be out there to combat the criminal chaos with the peaceful chaos. Hey, we out here 2,000 deep, just like y'all out here 2,000 deep tripping. We out here
Hey,
2,000 deep trying to get this message across, trying to get some of these youth that ain't with the madness and the mayhem. Hey, man, we got a different train for y'all to jump on. Y'all can come over here
salute
bandwagon and
that.
kick it with us. You know what
You
I
feel me?
mean?
Off top. And I agree. And you got to understand that no disrespect to nobody else's soil. But those that know, in Oakland, California, a lot of movements start from this soil. A lot of movements start. If not only that, if you got a movement going on in KC and it's real, niggas in Oakland, women in Oakland will stand up on our soil and go like, nigga, we ain't with that. We don't gotta go there. We gonna fuck our shit up. You feel me?
Hey,
We gonna stand
hey.
firm in our shit and light shit on fire because y'all going through something. We know that. So if you ain't been through that trial by fire, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if I could respect your movement. Like, and I'm not saying that like I'm the nigga that you gotta go through. You ain't gotta tap in and check in with no Peter, because nigga, I'm just a regular nigga. But I'm saying that if you spewing and spitting on the internet, and if you get exposed because of that, hey, that's really on you, right? It's like what I just told you, bro. When we was with bro. Don't get fooled by the Pooh Shiesty mask and the reckless beanie. Don't get
Right.
fooled and thinking that that nigga about to be talking about killing 100 niggas because he talking about freeing the slaves. You got to sit your ass back for a minute, shut the fuck up, and see the message. Read the message. Because the messenger, he might be moving like that because that nigga's a true revolutionary and he worried about COINTELPRO. He worried about them people coming for him or whatever the fuck he on. You don't know a nigga's story.
Right. I mean,
You
that's
don't
just
got to.
like it being our show. It could be people pulling up like, man, I can't stand this nigga reckless. Hey, they could love P-Dub and hate me. Cool.
Right.
Keep showing my bro love and keep hating me. Just as long as you soaking up, you know what I'm saying, the game that we giving out, just as long as you picking up the gems that we dropping, that's all that matters. I don't
That's all
care if
the
you
nigga
like
want.
me, love me, or hate me. You feel me? I'm just
And
trying
we
to
doing
wake
it for
you
the
up.
F. And a nigga doing it for the F. If you feel like views and shit on the back end, I'm trying to monetize my YouTube bet off top. That's a part of it. But I'm saying, but you getting the game is to be sold, not told. It's really fake.
Right.
It's fake. The only people that sell the game is the corporate motherfuckers. That's the
Right.
only people that
It's
sell the
supposed to
game.
be each one teach one so we can do better than the corporate
Right,
motherfuckers that got us
right,
under the slave contracts.
right, right. Steel sharpens steel. That's what it's
Right.
supposed to be. Right. And that's why the blessing of where we at right now, right? The blessing of what we got going on right now, bro, is that the age of information and the internet is that it might be one motherfucker in Iran, one motherfucker in India, another motherfucker way in Louisiana that'll hear this shit like, it's a resistance. There's something going on. You feel me? It's something going on. Because the message has to reverberate. It ain't gonna reverberate through the whole country because the algorithm won't even allow it to. We don't control the
Right.
algorithm. We don't control the
Right.
algorithm. It's them like being on a ham radio. It's them like being on an old school AM radio, and the world is winning the default. And you hoping that somebody hear you. Hey, if you need us, we in Kansas City. This is where we at.
Right.
We at old school
Right.
Walmart.
Giving out that emergency broadcast, that EMS, that emergency broadcast
Get
system.
here. Get here. Because this is where your home is here, right? This your home. The Sunday Cookout. Reckless and P-Dub, Global Mafia Entertainment, free but not free. Reckless Podcast. Your home is here. This is the fucking commercial. This is the infomercial. Come home. Come home. Come live. Look, the
You
Globe.
feel me?
Come
You feel me? We
holler.
always got something on the menu for everybody to eat. There's always something on the menu. You feel me? We don't run out of no
A la
food. You
carte.
feel me? You can
A la
always
carte.
eat.
A la carte. You feel me? I'm saying? Whatever you want to throw on that thing, you fuck with, you like to eat your dessert before your main course. Come on. It's good. We don't discriminate. Come fuck with us.
Right.
Come fuck with us.
Right.
Every Sunday we cooking. Every Sunday, man, we chefing this thing. We chefing this
Nah,
thing.
that's real talk, bro. That's real talk. I mean, then like, like I told everybody with the MLK situation, man. Now, that's a double-edged sword. Because either y'all gonna let the brothers scrap it out, or y'all gonna have police down there shooting brothers because there's too many brothers down there to be trying to tase them and grab them up. They're gonna have to do it the crazy way. They're gonna have to do it the most extreme way because it's an extreme situation. But like I said, that's where the brothers has pushing peace to be out there 200 deep, 2,000 deep. Hey, We gonna take them bottles, we gonna take them glass, we gonna take them hits, we gonna take them scraps. Why? If that's what I gotta do to push the peace, I'll do that. Didn't Martha get how many dogs got sick on Martin and his people? How many water hoses and fire hydrants got sprayed on Martin and his people? You feel me? How many illegal arrests and falsified arrests did they go through to push their movement and to push their peace? You feel me? Sometimes it's gonna take you're gonna have to take some bumps and bruises to get to the bigger cause. That's the problem now. Nobody want to take the bumps and bruises to get to the cause.
Niggas won't even skip a meal right now for the revolution. You feel me? Motherfuckers won't be like, look, I ate breakfast. I'm just gonna wait to dinner to eat to make for the cause. Niggas won't do that right now, right? But you gotta always understand, bro, that in life the minority has always been the biggest majority. And I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Facts.
The people.
Facts.
One man, if you don't have the people, he got the best message. But if you don't got the people, he has nothing, right? The world is built on that. So we don't really want everybody because that's how you get infiltrated. Like, for real, you really don't want everybody. I just told you the shit about Martin when they said they said that the nigga with him when he died was a CIA. He was black. He was hired by them. So what I'm saying is that you can't never really predict the true informant, even if you go with Jesus. That nigga predicted Judas.
Right.
He knew somebody within his crew was going to be found. So if you believe in Jesus, however you believe in him wholeheartedly, you believe he was a man or you believe he's the Messiah, whatever it is, right? He knew biblically somebody in my crew ain't right.
Right. And that's why when people be asking, like, why y'all don't try to get the people that's not woke to wake up? Because you can only wake a person up so much, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna join the movement sleepwalking. That's not a benefit to us. You feel me? That's not an asset. You know what I'm saying? That's a liability, bro. We can't have nobody walking with you that's still sleepwalking. You feel me? You gotta be woke all the way up, bro. You feel me?
Harry Thomas said she had some people she couldn't free because they didn't know they were slaves. Right?
He had to wake them up her damn self.
Fred Hampton was infiltrated by somebody they brought in that was right. He ended up killing himself at the end of the day because his guilt, because while he was fucking with it and working for the people, shit was resonating. Like, shit, this some real shit. But he was in too deep. He did one interview and it offed itself, right? The point is that you don't need everybody to be with you.
Right.
You don't need everybody to like you. Really, in real life, the more motherfuckers that hate on you, you might be on the right track. The more motherfuckers you don't got, you might be stepping into something that you really need to be in.
I'm a highlight this right here, bro. You feel me? Because we was just talking about that. We gonna highlight that right there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, speak on that. Because we was talking about that, you know what I'm saying, last interview when I had with you and stuff. So, and to keep it 100, bro, I felt where Kanye was coming from. Because basically, like we said, once again, it came from the wrong messenger. Right message, wrong messenger. Y'all more worried about Kanye being on crazy bipolar antics and doing crazy shit than to listen to what he was saying. Like, oh, it'll just dismiss him. He crazy. Don't say that shit, bro. Because when you tell somebody they crazy, that's dismissal. That's saying what they're saying has no validity or weight to it. That's bullshit. Because what he said had plenty of validity and weight to it. What he was saying was, yes, it's a choice because if we chose to overthrow that master, it's a hell of a lot more of us than it is slave masters. So in the end of the day, was it a choice? Yes. It wasn't a smart choice we made, but at any time we wanted to overthrow that power, we could have did that shit. You feel me? We were so conditioned that, oh no, we can't do that. So Harriet had to come in. Let me wake you up real quick. You tripping.
But two things you just said, right? For one thing, the world has us believing that we're the minority. See, like you got to understand the mind fuck. Just think about it for a minute. The majority of minorities are the majority. But the world has you believing that Africans, African Americans, Latinos, Mexicans, whatever, that they the minority. But the world is ran by only a few hundred people. But they got you believing you're the minority, right?
That part.
So even if you fast forward to Kanye, you can say that Kanye was the wrong messenger. But in reality, he was the right messenger because somebody like you will go, it seemed like they're making him crazy.
Right.
It seemed like the mission is to make him seem like he don't know what he's talking about. But when you looking at him, he seemed pretty lucid to me. Seemed like he kind of, it don't seem like he crazy. He probably saying some shit that niggas ain't just saying. But when he's saying, I'm doing this, damn, fuck that nigga on. Why that nigga wearing them weird ass shirts? And man, I don't even like Yeezys. That shit ugly. But what if he doing what we doing? He disrupting shit to get you to look at it because he like, I got to make some noise, nigga. I got to do all this because y'all don't pay attention. Now when I put my arms down, hey, by the way, just so you know, nigga, slavery is a choice. You can opt out.
Right.
Take the red pill. Take the red pill. Come with us. Right? Look at the Matrix.
Not to mention, Kanye just literally showed America everything that he was saying he did. When he said, we run fashion, guess what happened? Kanye had a fashion line. When he said, we run sneakers, guess what? Kanye dropped Yeezys. When he said, we run real music, how many platinum, triple platinum albums Kanye got? That's what I'm saying, bro. Everything he said, he put into fruition and put into action.
He's really the right messenger. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand, bro. We wasn't alive then, but you know they felt like Malcolm was crazy.
X.
You know that it was forums where people was like, well, when you talk, I feel so much in fear. Why do you feel in fear? Because I'm saying, hey, black people, wake up and let's do our thing and just like be who we supposed to be and be gods. I'm not saying kill nobody. You are afraid of the consciousness of man. That's what I'm saying, that even when you talk about white people, it's not really their fault either because they've been fed the same shit we've been fed, right? They've been fed the same shit. Hey, white Jesus, blue eyes, hang that picture up. We believe in Jesus, he look like that. They fool too. They're not looking at the message that, well, if Jesus of Nazareth, wherever the fuck that's at, right, was born this and that, if he was in that country, he couldn't have been that white. And I don't think people with blue eyes come from that region. Because they're asking no questions either. So I'm saying you can look at your local white boy or white man or white woman and be like, you motherfucker. But in real life, they was indoctrinated with the same bullshit as us. So they fall on the same
on the different side of the spectrum. Exactly.
They fall on the same shit, bro. So it's like, yeah, I can fault you because I want to, but do I have to have anger? Nah. I'm mad at my own niggas because I'm like, bitch ass nigga, wake up, come with me. I'm telling you a slave, hoe ass nigga. I'm telling you money ain't real, hoe ass nigga. I'm telling you credit is really more your friend than you think it is, nigga. But ain't none of this shit real. Come with me. I'm mad at you, nigga. What? You feel me? But ain't nobody really speaking that language. And when you do, you're going to go to jail, you're going to die, or you're going to get locked up, right? Look at all our leaders.
Exactly.
Assassinations, right? Even you was spit some shit the other day about Africa. How did they come and take it? Like you feel, bro, you got to listen, bro. I'm telling you, the algorithm don't allow you to hit everybody, right? But it do allow you to hit the chosen few. And that's all you need because everybody can't come because it's only going to take a few people to truly overthrow whatever the control system is for everybody else to be liberated. If you take everybody else with you, you're going to be overran and infiltrated and you ain't going to make the mission.
Right. You feel me? Just like with me and my channel. You feel me? I'd rather you come over here and be like, hey, bro, he ain't got that many followers, but bro, they over there spitting some shit than to be, oh man, they over there on some drama shit, but he got 100,000 followers. I'd rather have 20 followers of some real niggas than 20,000 followers of some fuck niggas. And that's just being 100. You feel me? I'd rather my circle be surrounded and small by a whole bunch of real niggas than big and surrounded by a whole bunch of fuck niggas that when the fucking shit come and shit hit the fan and it's time to be black, they step to the side because they're not ready to be black.
Right. And I'll take it a step further. The black shit is really the black shit really is more insignificant than we realize, right? Because at the end of the day, what we know about our people is we are inviting to the culture. We are inviting to meals. We are inviting to our home. We are inviting to most everything. If I fuck with you or something out my heart, come on, bro. That's how we get infiltrated. Because we like, come on. We don't really be racist. You feel me? I'm saying we don't really be bigots. We will say, hey, your struggle look like mine. That's why, look, most Asians and Latinos voted in Trump, right? But they not here right now in the front. What is niggas saying? Remember, this is the argument that people are having on social media right now. What should we do? ICE is on the move. Should we kowtow and go, well, look, they ain't fucking with me. About time they fucking with somebody else. Or should we go, hey, if they fucking with them, we next.
Right.
That's how the Black Panther shit came out. Because the Black Panther shit was about blacks for sure. We had other affiliate coalitions we become and be auxiliary, just like in the pen. Hey, it's your fight, but just so they know we your ally. We right there. If shit get ugly, we in that thing. It's the same thing with countries.
Man,
America is who we are, right? But France, Germany, England, and all that shit, they like, look, bro, if you need us, right? We in front line of your shit. But if a world war pop off, we got to be your ally by default, right? That's the argument. The argument is that. But with us, we go front line for other motherfuckers' movements. And when it's our turn, nobody goes front line for us. That's the argument.
That part, bro. No, that's facts, bro. That's facts. So let me ask you this, B-Dub. We got a comment on the screen. Go ahead, man. Give me your thoughts and opinions about that comment on the screen, bro.
People aren't ready to be uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable makes change. Made it for you 27. Let me salute you, right? Nigga, if you tuned in to this podcast, you probably been uncomfortable your whole life. First, let me just tell you that, right?
You feel me?
Your fit might be right. You know what I'm saying? The bitches or the men, I don't know if you male or female, might love you, whatever it is, right? But every once in a while you do this. What is this shit? Every once in a while you say some shit out loud and mothers go, girl or nigga, you tripping, right? The world is that. Don't you know why so many people love Trump? Because he say this shit that a lot of motherfuckers think and he unapologetic about it. So it'll make a nigga like me go like, bitch ass nigga. But I really already knew that's what y'all think. Already knew. You feel me? I'm like, bitch, this whole, but then the other one, they go, oh my God, we got a platform? Nigga, right? And the other people go, if Democrats, they go, well, we Trump, you on some bullshit, but we not gonna really address it. Because they uncomfortable. It's just like you got a booger in your nose, right? Some motherfuckers go, hey, Ray, nigga, get that booger out your nose. Right. Some motherfuckers you sit there with it. They so uncomfortable to tell you that you got some shit going on. They can't even address the situation. Like, Ray, get that out your nose. Keep it pee, man. It's good. They don't even want to tell you. So in a way, it's you got to ask yourself that, right? We always made uncomfortable every day. Women are uncomfortable about flaws that we can't see. They look in the mirror, doing their hair, getting dressed. And to me, baby, you look good. What you mean? What you want? Like, with my eyebrows and this wasn't right. And my ass. And man, look, you ain't, baby, I love you.
Right.
I love you. You feel me? I'm saying? You fixing that now. You ain't even doing that for your nigga. You fixing that for society. Right? You know what I'm saying? Me, I step in and do an application for a job. They asking so many questions in this motherfucker, nigga. I'm a fed, nigga. There's some other shit going on. I probably gonna get this, man. Fuck this shit. You feel me? I'm saying, exactly. My uncomfortability won't even let me try to go in that realm. But when you're able to step in the realm and even leave some comments, when you're able to step in the realm and you're able to have these kind of discussions, you defeating the uncomfortable shit.
No, I tell it, bro, this is what I tell people all the time. If you can't have uncomfortable conversations, you're not ready for change, bro.
No.
Because only a person who's comfortable and complacent in their own mindset and their own square and their own circle of what they got going on in life is gonna be comfortable. Because when you got to step outside that box, when you got to step outside that square, when you got to get around some unfamiliar faces and people in territory, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Trust me. You feel me? But it's how you deal with the uncomfortability. You feel me? Or you go tuck and duck from it, or you go meet it head on like, man, fuck that shit. I'm built for this, nigga. Let's get it, nigga. What's good? What's good? You feel me? It's about how you approach the situation and how you gonna adapt to it or you not gonna adapt to it. You feel me? Because we know Black people in general, we are the kings of adapting to our situations and surroundings. That's why globally, like my bro said, globally, that's why you found us everywhere in the world. Because we can adapt to any situation.
That's how chillings came to be. We eat chillings not because there was a delicacy, but that's what they left us. And we made it a delicacy.
Now we got white folks calling us talking about, hey, white folks calling us, hey, can you make me some chitlins for Thanksgiving? Since
because
when?
lips and ass. You got to remember, bro. You old enough to know that once upon a time, thin lips and the skinny bitch was the du jour. You feel me? I'm saying now ass and lips is even the Latino girls want that. Everybody want to look. Everybody want to be us until it's time to be us. And I'm not saying that's a wrong thing. I'm just saying that when it comes to unity and shit like that, that's what it is. Me personally, bro, in this stage of my life, I'm glad that I don't got as many friends as I used to have. I don't got as many as some, because what ended up happening, I always find out that they wasn't really my friends. They was all opportunists in the first place, right? Just like right now. Let this motherfucker start sizzling and popping. Let some tri-tips get on the motherfucking grill. Let us start doing shish kebab. You know what I'm saying? With all, like, let us start. Everybody gonna be like, nigga, I was fucking with y'all. Everybody gonna act like they was fucking with it, right? And that's cool. But that's why the pick of litter is who been fucking with us from day one. Right.
Right.
My motherfucker say, look, I want some chitlins. Stop it.
No, for real. Dead ass. You feel me? All right. I'm about to put a question on the screen, bro. This is gonna be the question for dessert. You know what I mean? This is gonna be the question for the dessert topic. You feel me? Let me know how y'all feel about this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of stuff being said, you know, about this also. You know what I'm saying? So I'd love to get y'all thoughts and opinions if I can get this on the young screen. There you go. All right. Let me get y'all thoughts and opinions about this. Because this is a big topic that's going on as far as, you know, FBA all day, every day,
No, you
y'all.
tell
You
me.
know, man,
No, you
shouts out
tell
to my
me.
foundation of Black Americans. You know what I mean?
You tell me. Let me ask you the question. Can other races join our movement? Let me hear you. What you got?
I mean, I feel like this, bro, it's going to take a little bit of all of us. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying right here. When you cooking the meal, you already know the recipe. You know how you want this to come out. You've cooked it 1,000 times. You feel me? Like you can do this blindfolded, nigga. Gloves on your hands. Hey, I got this. I know this recipe. I'm about to chef this up. But at the same time, is there anything wrong with taking an idea, a thought process, a seasoning, a spice, a blend, a vegetable, and let me see what this tastes like with this. Hey. That ain't too bad. Hold on. We ain't trying to. That ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with taking love, support, and information from other races that do agree with the shit that we go through as a people. You know what I'm saying? We can't be a stubborn, hard-headed people and block out all of the love that other ethnicities have for the struggle and the bullshit that we go through every day. Because it's white people at home, it's Asian people at home, it's Hispanic people at home that's looking at what the Black community going through. Like, damn, bro, man, I feel sorry for them kids down there, man. I feel sorry for them brothers down there, man. I feel sorry for them babies down there. You know what I'm saying? So what? We supposed to cut off that love because that love don't come with this color? That's just reverse racism. That ain't no different with how we grew up. Our grandparents grew up. They grew up with regular racism. Us turning away other races that's trying to join the movie, show love and support because they understand what we going through. Now that's reverse racism. We ain't doing nothing different than the white man did to us back in the 40s and 50s.
It's counterproductive, right? Now I say this, look, see, I like my dessert. I like the hot chocolate chip cookie with the Alamo at the end. You feel me? 2 spoons. You feel me? We sharing the thing. You feel me? You feel me, man? Like, that's how I like my dessert. So I'm going to give you some more. Right? Listen, bro. It's called the human race. Like, I'm going to let that sit. No matter what somebody think or believe about their blackness, about their culture or whatever, right? You got to understand it's the human race. And I'm not going to even get into like carbon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into like the Anunnaki, the Sumerians.
Right.
I'm not going to get too deep because I don't want to lose y'all, right? But if you understood the movement of your biology, even if you just love the Bible, if you look at the Tower of Babel, the tower was made to reach the gods. The gods got mad, destroyed the tower, and said, I'm going to scatter y'all upon the earth and change our languages so y'all can't understand each other ever, to get together in order to try to build anything to get to me because you think that you is me. That's what a god or the God or whatever God. This is in the Bible, the Tower of Babel. Read it, right? I say that to you because I need you to understand that whatever powers that be that's working, They never want us to be united. He, she, it, the entity never wants us to be united. That's why music is how it is. That's how politics, a Democrat, Republican, if people any know thing about history, Republicans were once
the original Black Party. People don't know that Republican is the original Black Party.
It was called the Whig Party because they really wore the wig. Like, right. So I'm saying, if you know your history, you will understand that time and time again, whenever they, even if you look at slavery, once upon a time, poor whites and blacks were together in the slave times, right? But what they did is because the unity was fucking up the law, they elevated the poor whites, which you would call trailer trash and shit like that now, a little bit in benefits to where they was elevated against the blacks. So they didn't want to fuck up their benefit of what it was, and they start going again. That's why you would see poor white trash go against another nigga right now because they still feel like they're superior. It's all control. So my Alamo, my dessert is this. If you don't think you can stand next to another human being and find some type of common denominator and understand that we all under control, they just go ahead and slide on and do what you do because you're not a part of the movement, right? You don't understand it, that if you poor and you Mexican, Black, Asian, whatever, right? And we all poor, we the same motherfucker.
Right.
If I'm outside and we all in the ghetto and I see Mexicans, Blacks, Asians, Woods, whatever, right? And I see all that, Polynesians, right? Then who's better than who? Who's better than who, right?
Right.
And see that, and we all consolidated into this area. We all on EBT. We all under the same oppression. We all go through the same bullshit. Then you don't understand, right? My shit is my dessert is warm, right? I can't go. My dessert is warm. I'm gonna go with the warm chocolate chip cookie with the Alamo. Let the bitch melt and eat it with 2 spoons with my baby. We gonna eat together, man. That's my dessert, man. That's my dessert.
No, and that's facts though. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, it's movement. You know what I'm saying? Movement is an action. You feel me? Mental. You know what I'm saying? Move your mental to something bigger and better than what it's sitting on right now. You know what I'm saying? Movement. You know what I'm saying? Move your mental. You know what I mean? That's all we trying to do. Move our mental. Wake our mind up. You know what I'm saying? Elevate. Uplift.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Establish. Refocus. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But it ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, sprinkling and seasoning the ones that ain't really got a full meal. You know what I mean? Get grandma tell you, hey, don't let your friends go hungry. Yeah, bro, feed your friends. Just because you think they might not want to eat that, at least offer. You know what I mean? At least offer it. Hey, bro, you hungry? Yeah, I got a plate of some knowledge over here if you hungry. I got a bowl of some knowledge over here if you hungry. Hey, I got a cup of knowledge over here if you hungry. But don't just make that choice for him like, oh man, he ain't hungry. He ain't gonna want to eat this. No, bro, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Your friend might be hungrier than you. He might come to the table like, oh, you got turkey? Oh, bro, I brought chicken with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, for real? Like, yeah, let's put a plate together. Let's throw down on the rotel or something. Let's throw down on the burrito. Let's eat some knowledge together. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold that from your boys.
I do want to drop this gem.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to drop this gem, right? Like, any woman that has a man, I don't give a fuck you been on a pimping. I don't give a fuck if you just husband and wife. I don't give a fuck boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever. Any woman that knows that they're going to listen to their man about some bullshit, whether you in a cheating dynamic and you the side bitch, whether you are under pimping because like nigga, you a nigga hoe and because he said so, right? Or whether you go to work every day and that nigga don't do nothing, right? Right? They just say any of them dynamics where you still rocking with your man. He went to jail. You didn't give him no pussy. You made sure money was on his books, right? You did all that, right? But that same man might one day come to you and go like, hey, I just figured out something. It's this game. Here go this book, or here go this link. Here go this knowledge. I need you to get that and absorb that because you held me down in these bullshit times and you was really the captain of this shit when I wasn't nothing, right? Or when I wasn't capable. Take this. If you don't take that knowledge, if a man looks at you in the eye and say, hey, I got a recipe. It's legit. It's otherworldly. It might kind of fuck with you a little bit. You're going to be like Neo when that nigga came out and he was like, nah, I can't. And he threw up. He's like, I can't accept it. Like, there's no way. I'm a fucking battery, right? But you can't accept that game from him when he trying to give you something different. You a lame bitch. You lame. You foul. You more flagrant than you was if you was selling pussy for the pimp and you was the best hoe and became the bottom bitch. If a man comes to you and says, hey, eat this, take this, rock with this, I got you on the back end of it. It's some otherworldly shit. Money ain't what we thought it was. Currency is some bullshit. Everything that we got is within this. Your universe is within you. Right now, you don't got to think to breathe. Your blood pumping. You don't got to go in your mind, pump blood. Make sure your heart beating. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to like worry about it. When you can make your foot move by just kind of thinking about it. All this shit going on. You are the universe. And the universe is going on without us right now. We don't got to think about the universe to be what it is. You believe the world is flat or rotates on the axis. Whatever the universe is doing on its own. Your body is doing that. You are the universe. Right now, your body is doing shit right now. As you watch this right now, it's pumping blood. Your heart is beating. Your brain is thinking. Your eyes is blinking. All that shit is doing it all right now. And you ain't got to tell it to do it. It's natural. That means that you are the universe. Every once in a while, the universe speaks to you. Sometimes it comes in the form of a man or a woman. And it speaks to you. And it says, hey, this is your food right now. Eat this. When you digest it, we about to run the world. If you don't listen to that, man.
Nah, that's real, bro. And I mean, just to keep it 100, man, that's what I tell everybody, bro. Everybody got flaws. If you can't admit your own flaws, you can't correct flaws, and you can't admit to having them, bro. Because in your eyes, if you don't have a flaw to correct, then that means that you perfect. Who was perfect? Nobody was perfect but God. And you see what they did to him. So who's really perfect? Come on, bro.
Right. Nobody. So now that we know that, right? For those that if you do know it or you don't know it, right? This is the food for thought. You got to eat it up. We gave you a full course meal. We gave you the appetizer.
Right.
We gave you the main course. We gave you like 4 courses. Really, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, see, people be thinking when you see them course meals, when you go to that real restaurant and they give you a little bit, by the time you get to that 3rd or 4th course, you might not even want the dessert. Right? We don't want to overdose you. We don't want it. You intravenous right now. We hitting you in the veins. It's called the cookout, not because we making no motherfucking meal on camera. The cookout is right here.
Right. We ain't trying to stuff y'all too full to where you trying to go home with a doggy bag. That means that you go cut off the wall and come back. No, we want to keep y'all here. We want to keep you eating. It's a buffet, but don't get too full. I don't want you stuck where you can't get up out your seat. You know what I mean?
Feel me? You know what I'm saying? And you eat this shit, you're going to digest, you're going to go to sleep, you're going to wake up, double back. You know what I'm saying? You got regulars and dub, man. That's what we do, man. You feel me?
Man, facts like the bro viral way say, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? Hype the vid, like the vid. You feel me? Comment, subscribe. Y'all know the routine. I don't even really be calling out of YouTube because I feel like this is go find those who's really looking for it. So if they really want to eat, hey, I ain't even got to tell them to come in here and cop something off the menu. Man, they looking for it. Like, man, it smells good over here. What y'all cooking over here, man? Let me get a plate of that.
But look, I'm a promo nigga. We need that good Yelp review. I'm a promo every day. We need that good Yelp review. Tap in, man. Turn up. You already know what to do, man. Global Mafia Entertainment, Reckless Podcast, free but not free. All my niggas, all the people that fuck with it, man. Stay tapped in every Sunday. We got the Sunday cookout, man.
Hey, just like that, y'all already know, man. Sunday cookout, man. Chefing up, be on the lookout. Y'all know what it is. Everybody that took out their time to come over and kick it with us, man. We definitely appreciate it because time is something you don't get back. So, hey, salute to all y'all for coming over here rocking out with us. Hey, shout outs and salute to the boy Marty Gras that's down there behind the walls right now, man. Keep your head up, bro. You know it's all love we thinking about. You can't wait till you come home just like that. It ain't no asking. We can't wait till you come home. We gonna put that in motion. You feel me? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Use that mental. Bring them home. You already know what it is. Just like that. So with that being said, next week we on at the same time. P-Dub, anything you want to say before we get out of here, bro?
Just join us for the next cookout, man. If you like your shit, you feel me? Well done. You feel me? Come fuck with us, man. That's what we do, man. It's the cookout.
Hey, bro, you feel we got barbecue and all of that. You feel me? Just like that. So, hey, we gonna run that intro. Hey, and then we out the building just like that, man. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up, kicking it with us, man. It's all love, man. You already know. All love is always, and we out the building, bro. Just like that, man. Shouts out, salute to the real one, too. You feel me?
We all my niggas.
Just like that.
It's automatic, representing that third letter. All my niggas got shirt wetters, make it rain in the dryest weather. We shoot to kill, wipe off the bullets, hop in the field. Gotta wear the mask so you don't reveal, and you got your gloves so you know it's real. Or kill the witness, hard to catch him when you test the fitness. Followed by that Lord forgiveness, nothing personal, I'm trying to be the richest. Got extended clips, don't really need them, we never miss. For the long range, got scope shit, and if that don't get you, got the pistol grip. I'll wait for you, somebody better pray for you. Fuck around and get a great